Happy December, happy PLANMAS. I am so excited because today I'm going to be setting my December goals in my MakseLife quarterly companion notebooks, breaking down my 2023 annual goals for the very last time for the month of December. I cannot wait to dive into this. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, which is a PLANMAS kickoff video and also is a giveaway, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. I am feeling very much finished with my 2023 goals. Again, you know, we're striving for continuous improvement. I'm always working on things, working to make my life better, working on the things that I set out, but I just feel really closed out with my goals at this point for this year. I'm ready to dive in to the process for setting new goals for next year. I feel like I really have accomplished all of the major things that I've set out to accomplish. I've built really good habits. I've improved on habits that I've already had. I had a really amazing year. I will, of course, be doing a full year-end wrap reflections video at some point this month, so stay tuned for that. But I'm just feeling very closed out with this, and which is perfect because I am really looking forward to having a very relaxing December and also using this time to really get set up and build a strong foundation for next year. And that is gonna be the focus as we move through my goals. That's just where I'm at right now, and that it feels very strange because I don't think I felt like this going into December of last year. I felt like there was still a lot that I wanted to accomplish. I'm just feeling really energized for next year, but also really looking forward to having a lighter month. It has been a really, really busy fall. So we will start by taking a glance at my November goals. I was really focused on getting the basement set up, which is in great shape. Stay tuned. I'm gonna have a video later on where I'm gonna show some of the non-planner Black Friday stuff that I picked up, and I will share what my finished basement looks like in that video since we did buy a lot for the basement on Black Friday. Quality time, Thanksgiving, which if you follow me on Instagram, you may know my Thanksgiving did not really go according to plan. We made the most of a not so great situation, but we ended up having to cancel our in-person dinner. So I cooked a 30-person dinner and then we divided it in 3 so that people could have smaller Thanksgivings. Yeah. Anyway, it was not the best, but it was the only thing we could really do in the situation. So we made it work. And then PLANMAS prep, which was the last thing, which I'm super excited that I was able to make, that I've been able, at least fingers crossed that it all goes according to plan, make that happen this year, get some extra time. I'm trying to have a really, really light work month. These are my weekly actions that I'm flipping through. Again, you can kind of see how light things have been getting. I actually did skip the week of Thanksgiving. I was just really focused on cooking and then focused on making a game plan once things kind of got off the track there. And then this is my weekly actions for this week, which I'm in right now. It's currently November 28th while I'm filming this. And basically I just have a couple little focus things for each area, and that's it. So with that in mind, we can go and do some wins. I think my biggest win was I only cried for 5 minutes when I realized we'd have to cancel Thanksgiving, and then after that I was okay, and we just made it happen. And if you don't know, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, so this was, yeah. Fingers crossed for next year, because this was going to be a smaller Thanksgiving for us anyways, which I feel like it's all relative, but 30 people for us is not a lot for Thanksgiving. But next year it seems like it's going to be much bigger. So hopefully this was our bad luck year and the karma's all good for next year. I'm just going to call this the Thanksgiving pivot. I'm not going to spend too much time reflecting. I'm going to skip some of these questions. I just don't really feel like doing them. And I'm just, like I said, I'm feeling kind of closed out on this. I want to make some plans for December, and then I really want to turn my focus to next year and have a lot of time to focus on my full year reflections and also on my on setting up really good, strong goals for next year. Next month, focus on having a relaxing month. I'm gonna give myself a 7 for the month. Honestly, things went really well. It was sad. It happened. We pivot and move on. I'm not going to do the rest of reflections because I just don't really feel like it right now. Let's dive in. We're going to check in with each of my goals as we do this. And we're going to start with the work and learning category, where I am planning on taking it extremely easy on the work side this month. And it's all about saying no. for my annual goals, I had split the channel stuff and my like freelance business into like these two sections. This was social media was like about like exploration and growth, and I feel like really firm and solid with where things are right now and where I want them to be in a realistic fashion, not like pie in the sky dreaming, but like where I'm at, how I want it to work for right now, what makes sense. And I feel really good about that. And likewise for freelance, for my freelance business, which like one of my really big stretch goals, actually I think my biggest stretch goal for the whole year was about thinking critically about the long term and like career and all of that. And I feel fully closed out on that. I am actually like fully committed to my freelance business as like a long-term plan and as an actual career, more so than like a thing that I do on the side while I was more of a stay-at-home parent while the kids were younger. They're all in school full-time now. I'm not working full-time. I don't plan to work full-time, but I've built my freelance business into like a viable business where I don't feel like I need to be searching for a new job or planning for that anymore. So that feels really amazing. I'm so happy. That was such a hard goal for me to think about because I think I really didn't want to go back to work is the problem that I was having, is like I didn't really want to think about a career because I felt like that meant potentially exploring like going back to work, not necessarily in an office, but like for an actual company and different things like that, going back to like more of the corporate world, which I really didn't want to do. Oh, I'm really happy with that. But for this month, one of my favorite things in theory about working for myself is that when you want to take on less, you can. When you want to have a slower period, you can. And that only works in theory because that also involves saying no to certain things, and that can be so hard. So this month is all about saying no to non-essential things. I have one project that I am working on. I'm working on it with someone else. It's at my pace. It's not like a client-facing project. It's an upgrade of something that already exists. I have plenty of time to do it. And beyond that, I'm not taking any new projects on. And I'm trying to really be very mindful and protective of my time. So we're going to have a month of no. So it's my time to rest, recharge, and relax, which is exactly how I'm feeling right now. Like I want this time. On the social media side, I've been splitting this all year, this section, but I don't know how I'm gonna handle it next year. Probably not like this, because this has been like one of the pain points in my goals planning process this year, is having two things that I don't feel are very related in the same bucket like this. So I'm still puzzling through that. You will see how it works out when I set my annual goals. But for this month, it is all about the PLANMAS. And next, let's go with the fun and recreations, where I'm gonna put a couple of different things and then we'll circle back with a focus. So first of all, we've got like all of these, got some birthdays, including my husband, and the holiday stuff. So kind of gotta work on our birthday and holiday plans. We don't host anything over Christmas. Sometimes we have like a smaller Hanukkah thing, but not no big pressure ones like Thanksgiving coming up for us. Christmas, we just get to go to my husband's family and enjoy. And actually super ahead on gift shopping for ourselves. Just a few last things left. Most of the stuff I actually did buy on Black Friday weekend this weekend, which is awesome. Okay, and then we have some trip thoughts. My husband and I were actually thinking about maybe taking a day trip to New York without the kids. Like, are we potentially going to do the ski thing? We have our really super big family vacation coming at the end of January. That's already planned, and as of yesterday, it's already paid for too, so all good there. But some like smaller trips and different things coming up, just kind of thinking about that, brainstorming. A lot of what I want to do this month is just kind of brainstorming for next year, beyond just like one, setting goals for next year, but also just as a family, what are our like big, I guess, goals for next year? Not necessarily like goals that go in MakseLife. Like, what are the big house projects we're thinking of? What are the big vacations we're gonna take? I think next year might be the year that we do Disney. Like, that requires a lot of advanced planning. So just like so much stuff like that. Just kind of make a little cheat sheet for the year in addition to like all of my beginning of the year, in addition to my goals, just kind of some more family focused planning that's gonna go on as well. And then I am gonna put in, that was really weird. I just like put the stencil down and then just put the pen directly in the middle of the box instead of tracing the box. Like, I have no idea why I just did that. But weekend plans like we always do, but also winter break plans. We're not going away over winter break. And also with like a particular focus on play dates. Get the kids socializing with their friends as well. Okay, then financial. I'm just gonna jump over to financial and physical environment next. So one, we still have like regular monthly, oh, I never did a focus for fun and recreation either. Just like the regular monthly stuff. I think we're gonna get an Amazon credit card. We were talking about that on, Amazon has like a card similar to the Target card where like you get 5% either off or cash back if you use your Amazon card when you're shopping on Amazon. And I feel like, I don't know, like 90% of the shopping that I do is on Amazon, so. And then, so we've got like all the big picture stuff we have to do. We actually moved a pretty big chunk of money last month, which we weren't expecting to be able to do, over to our long-term savings account, like a brokerage account from our checking savings account. And we'll do another one in December as well. So that feels really good. But basically, freelance business has grown a lot this year and like a lot more than we expected. Yeah, so I've made a lot more money this year than we had initially expected / planned for, which is great. So that means that we've got more savings and we've got more money to do some fun things with, because we do want to spend some of that money, and as well as save some of it. Then under physical environment, I guess like finish out the basement deco. I mean, the basement is like pretty much done at this point. Looking for some chairs for the desks down there, for the table down there. I've got some office upgrades going on. I just bought, during Black Friday, one of the things that I bought, / the largest thing that I bought, is I bought a new computer. And I'm actually, right now we're at my filming desk, and I usually just work at my filming desk too. I just put my computer up here. But I've decided, we have another desk in the office, and I've decided I want to make like a more permanent computer setup so that I'm not just like working on my laptop all of the time. A few times this year I've like really wished for monitors. So we are making that happen. The monitors are actually already here. The computer has not shipped yet. So we will have that soon and just have like a more fancy desk setup for my computer stuff that's on the other side of the office. And then, then the last thing is the baby's room, who is not a baby. We just got her all new bedding and different stuff. And I'm gonna call this part 1 because part 2 will be next year, because she has like these built-in shelves in her room and they are navy blue, it just makes it really, really hard to like pick different colors for things and to like really go with what her style is now, because she's almost 4, so she definitely has like preferences, and we let her help pick out her bedding. My number 1 tip is if you're shopping online and letting kids shop for things, this is the same thing I said at back to school with the backpacks, is I'll pre-select options that are acceptable and then let the kids choose between them. So I had like 3 different comforters picked out and then I let her pick between them. Never go in blind scrolling with small kids, because you're gonna end up with something in your cart that is like not available, not the right size, way more money than you want to spend, etc. So I pre-screen all of the options. But anyway, we did that. But I would really like to paint these built-ins, but it's like a huge project. So, and because it's wood, it's like, yeah, I'm not sure if I can do it myself or if we need to have someone do it, but that'll be next year. For right now, I'm gonna just pretend that they're white, which is what we'll paint them, and just treat her room like there isn't navy blue in it, and then we can get rid of the navy blue when. So this is actually just kind of like finish, right? So it's like finish up. The other big thing here, I'm gonna like leave it here, is this is really for my goals for next year, but it's like the list of projects for next year. And this is something that I work on with my husband. It's, you know, I don't just set this, but we had that for this year. We did that. The shutters, we ended up changing our mind about. The garden and outside we did. This is the last one. And then our bedroom is finished as well. So all of that stuff is done. It was deemed infeasible. So that is good. All right. Yeah, I think for spiritual and personal growth, since we're all about rest and recharge, I'm gonna just put that again here. So we can say rest. So for health and wellness, back to the ClassPass stuff. Had to take a short break with all the illnesses going around, but I've already got classes scheduled for this week, so just keep going with that. And then just kind of like all my regular routines plus thoughts on them. I guess like just like continue. I did a routine inventory in kind of like September, but just like plus thoughts. We're very forward focused at this point. So again, just kind of thinking through the things that I have in mind for next year and how we want that to work. I think family and relationships is gonna be enjoy. I've already started with like the family time with Thanksgiving, but just like, so I just wrote focus on friends and family, quality time and activities that get us out of the house. I like really am definitely feeling a little bit cooped up. We've had that seemingly, you know how that happens, that seemingly never ending little bits of illness that seems to go around this time of year. But so just everybody is well right now and just kind of get out and do some stuff, maybe some one-on-one time with my husband out of the house, with the kids, friends. I did get to see my friends over Thanksgiving break. We were still able to have my Sunday brunch, and that was really fun. And it was so great. And it was actually the first year, and I don't even know how long, that everyone was able to come, like all of the people that were invited, and also with like spouses and kids if that is the thing that they have. So it was just really, really nice. And so just try and see. Some of them live locally and some of them don't. So especially for the local ones, try and see them. All right, last up on personal growth was one. It's gonna be the 2024 goals. Plus the year-end reflections. And also, like, kind of related to that, just the big picture planning for next year. I have my washi here. I never set something at the top. I'm not sure what I want to do. Let's see. Last month I did like stripes, and then the month before that I did the rainbow. So that was my stripes. And then October was that really cute rainbow. So definitely got to do something. Okay, I think I just had a brainstorm. All right, that is everything all set up. Those are my December goals. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, or you can come back tomorrow when I will have another video. There's still plenty of time to enter the giveaway on my first video, so definitely check that out. I will have a PLANMAS playlist, which will be linked down in the description below, so you can keep up with the videos all month long. You can also check me out on Instagram and TikTok at MyCraftyPlans for even more planner fun. I will talk to you soon. Bye.